I thought people would look at the thing the same way they looked at the Human Torch, and I was wrong. Don't think I'm wrong about this card, though.
Is it worth it?
What's up, you filthy giblet nerds? Read the card time. The Thing, Fantastic Four First Steps, that's a mouthful, is a 5 energy 6 power card that reads end of turn plus 2 power. Once per game, if your side here is full, destroy an enemy card here with less power. Overall impressions. I actually think this card's pretty decent. I think it's decent. It's gonna be good, maybe even great at best, and like fine at worst. And if a card's somewhere in between awesome and yeah, it's okay, then that's a sweet spot. I would call that card good. Think about it this way. It's a 5/10 with an effect. Every other 5-drop that has an effect is less power than 10, so that makes this card above rate. However, I do think deck building with the card is gonna be a little awkward because it's a card that like wants to be ramped out, but it's also a card that wants to be
brother
in decks that can fill up your side of the board pretty easily, which are not normally decks that can ramp this out. So I think overall there's not going to be too many decks that actually want this thing or it's their first choice. However, I think the decks that it is going to end up being in are going to be pretty happy with the card. Not to mention Invisible Woman coming out next week makes this twice as good, literally. But what do you guys think? Well, I don't know. Let's go read them. Got Slayer for Mayor saying I'd rather play Cannonball Mercury. Sure. But that's probably because you're an evil person.
You are an evil, evil nerd.
Also, this card and those cards, they're not the same archetypes or decks. Yeah, Johnny Thrush saying it seems pretty OP. Potential 410 with Shang vibes. It's calm down.
Calmer than you are.
Just calm down. I get that you think it's good, which I kind of do too. Got the homie Marco saying, oh no, not my Ravonna on turn 6, and how will I ever cope? Yeah, this thing's gonna hit a fucking rocker or squirrel every time, because RNGesus hates you, hates me, hates everyone. He's a dick. But when it doesn't hit a rocker or squirrel, it's gonna be awesome. You got Jamie D saying, oh shit, it's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time!
The new Fantastic Four meta is a strong boy. I generally agree that the Fantastic cards this month they haven't changed the meta, but I think they're all pretty impactful so far. All right, these next two, Volt, Slasher, and Grivik, they both say essentially the same thing, so I put them together. Blah, 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 blah. They're basically an above rate 5-drop that also kills something. And how is that bad? And I agree with the both of you, although I'm maybe not as optimistic on how big this card's gonna get. But yeah, overall, I agree. We got Demas Off saying feels like a convoluted Lady Deathstrike. What? No. Lady Deathstrike's not good. At least this card's gonna be like 10 power and it can go in places other than just destroy. All right, we're skipping good and bad. I'm sure you can guess all that stuff that was gonna be there anyways. I need to edit this quickly, so anyways, we're jumping to the example deck list. First deck here is just a zoo deck that is basically playing Fantastic Horror and The Thing instead of like Gilgamesh and Shanna, which I actually think's gonna be pretty decent. And yeah, the second one here I think is probably gonna be the place most people just throw it in. Yeah, it's already a good deck. I just think you change it up a little bit. You add Luna Snow and Magic in there to either get your cards out earlier, give you an extra energy to trigger all your stuff, and you have Magic in there just to, you know, have all the stuff happen again. Last thing here, last deck is a token deck. Just the buff tokens deck. And actually, I think this is going to be the place where it's best. Second deck, that's where most people are going to just put it into, and it's going to be decent there. Last deck, the best. Mostly because I think the token deck can fill out lanes easily, not an issue for Mr. Sinister and Brood, so you can trigger the destroy effect reliably every game basically, and it can ramp it out with Surge, Herbie, and Mr. Fantastic. And it could get bigger. When Invisible One comes out, this deck's gonna be sick as fuck. Yeah. Those are the decks. Moving on. All right, on to my recommendation and rating for The Thing Fantastic Four First Steps. 6.5 Fusion Frenzies on OG Xbox out of 10. That game was amazing. If you never played it, I feel bad for you. because it was fucking awesome, especially when you like gambled bet against your friends of who would win. So good. Although me and my friends did have gambling problems when we were in like high school and college. We would gamble on like Legends of the Hidden Temple
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
or like Double Dare. We would just watch like stupid competition shows and gamble on who's gonna win. But yeah, anyways, the first step thing, it's gonna be, you know, good. Do I think you should spend 6k tokens on it? Maybe not. That seems like a bit much of an ask for a lot of cards, honestly, but it's still gonna be a good card if you do get it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Later, nerds.